So what do you think? Leave it, let it go?
Hey, I'm retired.
Well, that was a close call. Holy cow, take a look at this. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Wendling Farms. Thanks for stopping in. Before we get this video started, smash that subscribe. And with that being said, let's go farming. Today is the day we're taking the 8250 home. I'm just leaving the store with it now. Got a lot of setting up to do here in the cab. Yeah, then we'll be cutting beans later on today with it. I'm just ready to get this thing home. We have the 700 plus in here instead of just the original 700. This is just an updated version of the Pro 700 monitor. It looks like a 1200, but it's a 700. So I'll actually be able to see the monitor at all times, even when the sun's hitting it. All right, time for a little road trip. Here we go. And away we go. Got cameras here. There's my auger camera. That's my backup camera. It's got like a little shield around the lens. That's why it looks a little funky. So there's just a few differences to this machine than our other one. And one of the main differences is the spreader option on here. So this one has just your spinner spreaders. On our other machine had the whale tail. I like this spreader a heck of a lot better than the whale tail. Whale tail didn't do too bad. So the spreader's different. Well, this monitor's different. Runs the same, but it's kind of different, I guess you could say. Small things like maybe the light package may have little tweaks to it. Also, one of the main differences is this has a lot less hours. We got a lot less hours on this machine than the one we traded. We've got a heck of a traffic jam here. Looks like we're doing a little oil and chipping, and there's just tandems everywhere. This is where we'll be later on. We finally made it home. That draper head is ready to rock and roll. All right, well, I've been working at getting some stuff put in the cab. Got my radio mounted, iPad mounted. I got my charger and everything ran the way I like it. The only thing I don't have mounted is this Prairie box. So this Prairie control box here controls the wind system on my draper head. Open and close your fan and fore and aft on the reel. So I'm just gonna let that sit down there. First thing I gotta do is run this thing by the fuel pump, fill her up with fuel. So we're gonna fill her up with fuel and head to the field. You know, there is another thing that we gained on this machine, and that's an extension here on the hopper. This combine has a Demco hopper extension, so we can hold more grain, so we can get more done. So that's pretty neat. We got the header hooked on. We're gonna go cut some beans. I'm kind of nervous. So I'm gonna have some fine tuning to do with combine settings here. I'm excited and I'm nervous. I forgot there's one thing I need to do before I can start cutting beans, and that's do a roll cal on this combine. It's calibrating the guidance, so I'll go through the monitor here. It'll run me through a sequence. GPS receiver communication lost. Check connection type in toolbox GPS screen. I've done that. Toolbox. GPS. We have WAS because we don't have range point or RTK on this receiver. And I'm gonna get that taken care of because I don't want to run WAS this harvest. I gotta make a phone call. So I had to select my vehicle model here, and now I'm gonna perform a roll cal. So we're gonna move out here to an open space to get this thing calibrated. Maybe Grandpa will help me. So I'm engaged on a straight swath here. Gotta wait till the cross track and error is less than 4 inches. Okay, we're at 8 inches, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, we're at 2. Use a flag to mark the ground at the center point of the vehicle. Okay, well, we got lucky. Grandpa had a flag in his Ranger. So I've marked the center of the machine with that flag. Okay, park and brake off. Okay, drive forward about 100 feet in automatic. Then turn around, engage my guidance, drive back to the flag and stop. Let's turn this sucker around. So anything with a Pro 1200 monitor, you can do roll cals automatically where the monitor just takes care of everything. You just click go, get in a nice open area, and it'll do it for you. That's what we did with our 380 and our 580. I guess I don't know if that's how it works on the new combines or not, but I would imagine so. Okay, so now we come up to this flag and we stop. Looks like we're probably about a foot off. So now I'll measure the distance from the center of the combine to that flag. Type it in here, left or right. I'll do that a couple of times and then it should be good to go. Well, that looks pretty dialed in. Yeah, I want to see. Let's see exactly how far we are off. We're off about 2 1/4. So what do you think? Leave it, let it go?
Hey, I'm retired.
I'd say we're good enough.
Well,
it's time to
try
cut
it for a while. If you don't like it, we redo it.
Well, the problem is I'm running on WAS. The accuracy on WAS isn't very good, but we'll get it figured out.
Try a bumblebee next time.
There's not gonna be a single bean behind this combine.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're doing it. I'm cutting beans. All right, been doing a lot of running around, but we're cutting beans. The sample's looking pretty good. My chopper was in the slow speed. I had to turn that up to fast. My chopper knives were even down. I thought it was all set to beans already, but apparently not. So here we are, cutting beans. Feels good to get started. I'm still nervous. I've never ran this machine before. I don't know what it's like. I'm just listening to all the noises, watching everything. I really like this monitor here. This is a nice monitor. My sieve loss is looking good. Rotor loss is fine. Full send, baby. Seeing a couple beans here and there. I'm gonna open up my top screen just a touch. I'm gonna make some adjustments here to the combine settings. We're about to have our first unload on the go of the season. Well, here we go.
Engineer Tony, what's up? I just gotta let you know, Sydney just posted they're closing at 6.
Letting automation do its thing. So if you're not familiar with automation, I got 3 funnels here. It adjusts the combine settings based on what it's reading, either going out the back of the machine, going to the grain tank for the sample, all of that stuff. To make it short and simple, it just automatically adjusts your combine settings while you're going through the field. Here's what we're gonna do. Feed rate, engaged. Let's let her go. So our target max engine load, let's put that about 105%. Let's go back. Okay, now feed rate is controlling my combine. We don't have much left in this field. It sure feels good to be in a combine. How's the sample looking? Definitely could use some improvements there. I've got an alarm here that our grain tank is full. I'd like to get up here and look. I don't have a camera in my grain tank, but this thing has an extension on it. So let's see how much room we really have. I'm sure the sensors are put in the right spot, but never know. See, I got a lot of room left in here. Need to look and see if I can adjust that sensor a lot higher up, so I'm a little more accurate here whenever it says grain tank full. The other machine, I had a camera in the grain tank, and that was pretty handy. Well, that was a close call. Holy cow, take a look at this. This wouldn't have been a good start with the 8250. Now that'll tear some stuff up. Holy cow. Yeah, I definitely don't want to send this thing to the combine. Well, we knocked this field out. We've got our first slug feeder house of the year. I don't know if I ran a log in the head or something. Didn't sound super good, but now is when I wish I had the rake that I usually have on my combine with me, because I just rake all of this out with that. A little easier than getting in here and doing it by hand. And look what we found. Another rock. Put this in your rock box.
Is that what stopped it?
Yeah. All right. Time to get back after it. We're trimming out this field. Well, here's a new one on the sickle bar. We're right here around Mom and Dad's house. That's harmless though. One bean. That's a half a bean. So 1.5. It can be tough to keep the beans inside the machine whenever you got a lot of green stuff you're putting through it. I'm not seeing many losses at all back here. I'm getting used to this machine. Look at this. Hey, you know I cut off that end over there. You could have just came around. What are you doing? Everybody meet Ivy. Shake. Wave at everybody. Tell them to subscribe. Now this is a nightmare to run through a machine. It's not morning glory, it's honey vine. I did a lot of spot spraying over the summer, trying to take care of most of this. We got a lot of it, but we didn't get all of it. Everything was working pretty good when I started in. I kept checking behind the machine, it was working fine. Well, sun goes down, things change a little bit. I've been fighting trying to keep the beans inside the machine. I'm gonna start by calibrating all my combine settings. The concave opening, top sieve, bottom sieve. Need to calibrate the pre-sieve. Need to do all those calibrations so I know I'm looking at the correct numbers. Because right now I think the calibrations are off and the numbers I'm looking at are not the actual numbers they should be. So we're gonna do some calibrations. Need to do some reading on the manual, maybe some texting on AI. So for calibrating the upper sieve, it says with threshing off, close the sieve completely and then open again to 6 millimeters, which is 1/4 inch. Alright, well I got my machine the way I want it. Got all my cabs situated, cleaned up, rearranged some grain tank sensors, got range point activated for my guidance. I'm ready to go cut some beans. Nice clean windows, detailed cab. Alright, here we go. Just starting in. The monitor's looking fine. I need to get out and verify. Look at this. A bird's nest they made in the beans. How about that? Never seen something like that before. I'm not seeing any beans on top of the ground. I'm not seeing any beans underneath the trash. She's doing a good job. I think he's passing me up. I can't go any faster than this. The green stems and good yielding beans. Just can't push it over 2.5 miles an hour. Well, so far everything's been going pretty good. Not much going on in here. Just going back and forth. These beans are just so tough cutting. I can't roll very quick. 2.5. It's a lot of head for an 8250. It's a 45-foot head. They're testing 11%, and there's just a bunch of green stems. There's leaves everywhere. Just a lot of stuff going through the machine. Knock on wood, the machine seems to be set really well. I guess we'll see what happens later in the day. The elevator's closed now, so we got trucks to load and a cart. Boy, this ain't very fun dumping towards the sun here. What do they call this? Golden hour? Something like that. That's more like it. I'm thinking I have a broke sickle section. Keep dragging up over here. I don't know. So we're gonna hop out and take a look. What do we have here? No broken sickles. Is there a rock here I'm pushing or something? Nope. Let's try it again. These lights are better than the old combine, and I thought those were pretty good. That's one thing you can count on every time a new product gets released, is better lighting. I don't know how it could get much better than this, but I'm sure the 8260 combine has even better lights. So if I go back one notch, it turns on my rear lights. I forgot the combines are this way. On all the tractors, everything to the right is full bore on the lights. I guess if you're in an AFS Connect tractor, it's just a memory 1 or memory 2, and you customize that on your monitor. But on the tractors that have the turn dial, usually all the way to the right turns on every single light you have, but not on the combines. That's it. That's the last pass of the night. We got everything loaded, shutting these babies down, done for the day. All right, well, good day of cutting beans. I'm gonna use my little California dash duster here on the windows. If you wanna be a super trucker, you gotta let all the air out of your seat. Well, that does it for this video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Before you take off, smash that subscribe, drop a comment down below, and thanks so much for watching. Everybody take care, and I'll see you later.